It was a beautiful morning during the opening day of Missouri's 2020 turkey season. There was a layer of fog in the valley and clear and crisp on the ridgetops. I chose to start the morning on a point of a long ridge we call Boomerang. This point is a great listening location. I can hear several ridges from this point, listen for toms gobbling, and plan my hunting strategy based on where I hear them and where I believe they will travel. During the past few years, I've put a Reconyx camera on this point to learn how turkeys use this area, specifically an interior road that goes along the ridge. We've found through the years that toms, jakes, and hens travel through this area. 2 years ago, Daniel used this information to tag a nice tom on Boomerang Ridge. Once again this year, turkeys were frequenting the point at Boomerang. Several weeks ago, we used prescribed fire to remove the leaf litter in the timber on Boomerang Ridge and burnt the 26-acre bedding area just below the point. The results of prescribed fire can create ideal bugging areas for turkey, as it removes that top layer of leaf litter and exposes many insects. Based on past hunts in this area, toms frequently roost on the ridge south of Boomerang, fly down, work their way through the timber, come across the point, and drift out into that bedding area to feed during the day. Last spring, Tyler and I started in the timber on the ridge to the south of Boomerang, had an encounter, but couldn't close the deal because it's steep and tough hunting. Just after sunrise, some toms fired off on that ridge south of Boomerang.
It's opening morning of turkey season in Missouri. It's a beautiful day. We've had a lot of rain, but clear skies, sun's up, fog in the valley behind us. There's 2 ridges up here that actually go up here and join, make a U. And the toms are gobbling on the next ridge over. I don't want to try to get closer or set up closer because it's a steep valley. And I think we just get busted trying to get in there. So we've got our avians out. There's a road that runs down the top of this ridge. I expect for them to get with some hens and then come across that valley, come right down this road. I think they've been doing that anyway to go feed in the area we recently burned. Sounds like they're still on the limb. I'm going to give a tree yelp or 2, not much, just to let them know there's an inn in the area, and then see what happens.
Once the toms hit the ground, things got very quiet. As the sun came over the mountain, I decided our setup would be better on the opposite side of the road. Over there, we could get more trees between us and the sun, breaking up our silhouette. We repositioned and adjusted our decoys accordingly. I felt if we were patient, the toms would work through the valley and come into our setup. About 7:45, a hen popped over the ridge. The hen hung close to her decoys and fed in the recently burned area. Suddenly, without a sound, a big tom stepped into the road. The tom came in silent, and with the hen close by, I hadn't picked my gun up. Fortunately, that tom was locked on the decoys, and when he turned with his fan toward me, I picked my gun up and got ready for the shot.
I was like, whenever that hen got over there, I thought I heard something.
I did too, but I
couldn't tell.
Yeah, and I didn't want to pick my gun up because I couldn't tell where it was.
Yeah. And then I first saw him and he was like 5 feet off the road.
Yeah, I saw him there, but I knew the hen was going to bust me, so I said, well, here go by and fan, and I'll be able to pick my gun up. But she was standing right there looking at me. I was like, well, I hate to do this and have her start. So I let her drift off over the hill before I got my gun up, because he was totally on the decoys. He wasn't leaving.
No.
Did you see him
Man.
try to muscle up on that?
He was locked on him.
That's a good tom right there. I could see his spurs from here.
And at 15 yards maybe?
Oh, or closer.
Same.
That sun was hitting him. It was
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, stunning.
750.
7:50, opening morning, Missouri, turkey season. Man, that was fun.
That happened fast right there.
Yeah, he come in. That was all about the setup and having our decoys out there and calling the hen in. I don't know if you noticed, I switched to start just replicating what the hens are doing. We've had some incredible turkey hunts this spring, but and I love going to Florida. Man, John's a great guy. I love hunting with him, but hunting on your own land, is just so rewarding. And a lot of people worried about, groceries right now. Man, fresh turkey for a lot of people right there. That is so cool. And just sitting back thinking about this, my daughter and all of us, but Ray was home from school because of the virus, so Ray actually lit that side of the road for us and burned that over there, so got to work with the family on that. And you see that hen really feeding in the fresh burn. They love a fresh burn because it exposes all the insects. This morning, if I can find it, yeah. That rascal right there. And I was thinking, watching that, when you burn all these leaves off, all those are exposed in turkeys, and you can see her feeding right through there. Where when the leaves are everywhere, these insects are below the leaves, and it's harder for turkeys to find. That's why you see them scratching. But when you burn like this, man, the turkeys will gain more weight. And if a hen nest over here comes out in here with young poults, they can walk through here so easy versus getting bogged up in 6-inch layer leaves. So man, just another reason we like to use prescribed fire. Stunning morning here at Proving Grounds.